Another style that's great to improvise on is the romantic side of classical music. When I heard Clair de Lune by Gabriel Fauré, I honestly thought it was Keith Jarrett improvising, but when I heard a baritone sing, I knew I guessed wrong. I was so taken by the piece, I created a series of variations on it for my chamber jazz quartet. You can see a complete performance on YouTube. I came across a particular passage and noticed the same syncopated left-hand accompaniment, but with a range that connected the bass and tenor registers nicely. It intrigued me as a vehicle for improvising in this style, so I extended the one-bar phrase into a two-bar loop that sounds like this. To gain a full appreciation of how syncopated the original Fauré bass line was, I'm going to play it only about 25% slower with a metronome so you can hear how it never plays on the beat. I decided to put it into a different key for contrast and added a quiet quarter note pulse on the right hand as a drone and to help stabilize the tempo. Once I could keep both parts consistent, I started to improvise, but only as busy as I could keep my right-hand thumb engaged with the quarter note pulse. Now, I've been able to keep 4 different loops going on at the same time with my purely pattern-based works, like my piece Inside You for my first CD. But I realized that if I improvised busier ideas in my right hand that abandoned the quarter note pulse, but came back to it as often as possible, I'd be using the same approach that Keith Jarrett uses with his extended vamps. This is what we'll be taking on in detail with more episodes of Remembering Gabrielle. How to improvise classically in a way that gives the impression of three hands or two entirely different pianos.